Hey there, welcome to week 12 of my keto journey. Um, Actually, this week hasn't been very keto at all. So I told you last week that we had a family memorial from my grandma, and family were coming to visit, and I knew that it was going to be a challenge for me to stay keto. I actually had more than I expected. So on the Saturday, I had two smoked salmon sandwiches with lovely fresh bread, which I haven't had that bread for since before January, and so it's at least 6 months. And in the evening with my supper, I had some potato salad, and then I was really piggy and had some cheesecake as well with berries and cream. So the berries and cream are fine, it's just the cheesecake. Then on the Sunday, as I knew that I wouldn't be keto with the food that was going to be available, but in the evening, again, I had some potato salad and another piece of cheesecake. So I really sort of allowed myself to have what I wanted to have. And then on the Monday, there was some little cakes left over. They're like Danish pastries with raisins and some icing, little bits of drizzles of icing on top. And I had a couple of those, both in the morning and in the afternoon, because I took some on my business retreat. By Tuesday, I just had one of those little Danish pastries. Everything else was keto. Wednesday, I had a little bit of potato salad with my lunch, and then yesterday, Thursday, full on keto. Today, full on keto. Now, the only thing is, this evening I'm off out to our local village, is having a ball, and I'm going with a group of friends, and there'll be a meal. And I've decided that I'm not going to worry too much about it. I probably leave the potatoes, but I'm just going to eat whatever's there. And then back on tomorrow, so that's not going to be too much of an issue. But at the end of this coming week, I'm also going to be on holiday for a few days. I think it's 5 days. I'm going away with my friends. We're going to just laze around in the sun for a bit. And we do this every year. So last year what I did was it was keto all through the day, although I didn't know it was keto, but I was low carb all through the day. And then in the evening I would have potatoes and bread if I wanted to. This time I now know more about keto than I did before, and I'm gonna make a decision on the day as to whether I'll have potatoes and or bread. The only thing is, in Spain, they're not very good with their vegetables, so they usually come out of a tin and they're really overcooked. So I'm just going to play it by ear, see how I go. So my weight loss this week, we're going to take a look, is not a weight loss, it's a weight gain. And I expect that for the next week as well. But my goal is to keep it very minimal, because the weight can pile on quite quickly if you're not doing keto, once you start introducing loads of carbs. So that's my plan, is to stay keto all day, and then, although I won't be in ketosis if I eat other things, but stick to the plan, and then in the evening see how it goes. So I'm going to take you over to my weigh-in for now. Morning, time for my weigh-in, so let's head over to the scales and I'll show you what I weigh. $14.5.8. So this time last year, back June 2017, I started at 231.8 pounds. Last Friday was 198 pounds, and this Friday, with no expectation of it being any different, I've put on weight. So I was 201.8 pounds. That's a gain of 3.8 pounds. So that makes it only £2 gain in the whole 12 weeks since week 1, and a £30 reduction overall. Sorry, £2 reduction since we started on week 1, and a £30 overall since last year. So actually, while I was on a business retreat this week, and my a colleague suggested, she asked how much I'd reduced because she noticed the difference because we meet up once a month, and I said £33. So she said, have you looked at what £33 is? And I said, no, I've never thought of doing that. So when I was I went to the gym, and I noticed that the weights were 2.5 kilos each. So I piled them all together. Now, if you want to see that video, you need to go over to my Facebook page and see the video of what £33 looks like, which is what it was at the beginning as of last week. So head over to Facebook, type in Jackie On Keto, and you'll find my Facebook group. Ask to join, and you can watch that video. So that's all for this week. My plan, I haven't got any special challenges. I've got one lined up for when I get back from my holiday. So my plan currently is to be as good as I can while I'm away next week. I will do you a little video next week while I'm away, and then we'll take it from there. So see you next week.